Again, everybody, it's Plowboy's Ghost Channel. Today I'm going to show you what Santa Claus, my wife, put under the Christmas tree for me and the new 5-inch 629 Classic. It may be a little early to put this gun in the little short series that I'm running, guns I've not traded off, but as you can see, she's unloaded, making all the safety commandos happy. But I wanted to show you what I did. Just a few little upgrades. Of course, not opening it up right now on camera or nothing, but just take my word for it. First and most obvious thing that I've done is I traded the factory Smith & Wesson grip for a Hogue grip, and I am one of those who actually happen to like the trigger reach and everything with these grips. I like it better when there's not meat behind the grip frame here. And I love the controllability of grabbing that Hogue grip, and it's much more secure in my hands. We'll deal with the recoil as we come to it. That's just nature of the beast. I want control first, comfort second. Let's see. I also should be quite obvious that I put a fiber optic green high-vis front sight on it. Y'all, whoops, bumping the camera. My eyes really need that. Not that my eyes are 50 years old like the rest of me or anything, but they get to where they need that. And I put a Wolf spring kit in it, which, you know, to me is just night and day. Once again, double check for the heck of it. The trigger pull is night and day difference. It's so much smoother. And single action got really light. Double action's a lot lighter. Y'all, spring kit ain't much trouble, but on these guns, if you don't know, it's your little strain screw in the front of the frame. Your factory one will not be long enough if you use the Wolf Type 2 reduced power that's got the little rib. The little rib that runs along the back of the spring also means that there's more distance for the tension screw, strain screw, to cover to actually contact the spring. Well, you know, that little flathead screw that goes in here has only got so much travel, so I do have some hex head screws of that size, that thread pitch, everything, stainless ones, and I've used those before and just, you know, cut them to length, got everything like I wanted, cut them to length, put a flathead slot head in them and everything else. But this one, all I did was take the back side of the screw and remove some underneath the head of it, chucked it up in a drill, used a file, I ain't even thinking, am I? And took enough off of it to get enough tension out of it. And y'all, that right there, that's actually approaching the smoothness now and lightness of my Colt Anaconda, which is still in there. But the that made a world of difference. The spring kit, Wolf spring kit, I highly recommend that for these. I put it in just about all my Smith & Wessons and most of my other double actions for that matter that they make the spring kit for. Let's see, those are the outward things. The other thing that I was brought was, the thing that Ho brought me for Christmas was a Triple K, this is their Woodsman pancake holster. Y'all, I've got some Triple K holsters for other guns, and I have the 440 Lightning for them. This is suede lined, and it's a thumb brake, and it's made very well. I'm just not too sure about this design. I'm gonna have to get used to it because this feels like this holster carries too high for me. But other than that, it's a great holster. And of course, that's personal preference. I'm used to lower slung holsters, but I'm going to use a little bit, and I've done put it in there a few times and toted it around. And I'll get used to it and see how I feel then. Something you may remember from the video that I did shooting this gun when I first showed it to you was that my XTP hollow point loads, that hand loads, I don't load many jacketed bullets in anything. It's mostly all cast. But I do load a 240 grain XTP now for 44 Magnum. This is for social work. And no, that social work thing is not my term. That was Jeff Quinn's, and of course I was really a big fan of Jeff Quinn, and I still go back and watch his videos, and I'm still a fan of Jeff Quinn, though he's parted this earth. And that right there I carry for social work, and mostly I carry here lately. Of course, I have that loaded in all of my 44 Magnums at the moment, but I had to reach back here and get mine. I've also got that loaded up in the Taurus Tracker 44 Magnum that I've been toting here lately. Well, I shot this gun the other day, and the ones that I had loaded were sticking in it real bad too. The cases were sticking, and I double checked. I pulled a few, broke them down, pulled a few bullets, and I double checked my charges. My charges were all right. I even reset them just a little shallower, a little longer cartridge overall length, and they were still sticking. So guess what, y'all? I broke every one of them down, and I went and bought another box of those bullets too. So I had another 100. Broke all of them down tediously and reloaded them now, and I worked up to, and once again, use caution when using any of the loads that I tell you about. All due diligence and caution working up to a load. But I settled on 24 grains of Winchester 296. Of course, H110 will work the same. I got no case sticking. I got probably every bit of the velocity I have that 2400 load, if not maybe a touch more. That's just guessing, by the way, performance on certain things I'm shooting. And it's very accurate to boot. So, thanks to Christmas, my wife, and Santa Claus, I got better grips. I got a smoother action with the Wolf spring kit. Got a fiber optic green front sight, and y'all, 44 Magnums are really starting to pile up here at the house, over here on Plow Mountain or whatever. I will show y'all some. I'll get around to making some videos over there at the new spot. I'm not going to do much shooting over there until I run deer season out, which don't end until like February 10th or 12th or so. I have to look at the calendar. I'll go ahead and make a few other kinds of videos over there, but I'm not going to shoot over there until deer season's over. I want to kill something over there if I can, but if I can't, then I'll go back to Hackleburg and use that longer range 308 bolt action where there's almost a sure thing. So, appreciate y'all watching, and I will talk to y'all later.